It is a date etched into world history. August the 16th, 1977, the day the world lost Elvis Presley, a man who revolutionized the music world, had his first #1 hit with his first ever single, Heartbreak Hotel, in 1956 at the age of 21, went on to sell over 500 million records during his incredible career and left a legacy that remains unequaled. John Lennon once famously said, if there hadn't been an Elvis, there wouldn't have been the Beatles. And today we pay our respects to the King as we prepare to welcome his wife to Australia on her speaking tour. Ladies and gentlemen, Priscilla Presley. "40 years ago, right now."
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't. Many people from all over the world are going to be visiting Graceland, and they'll all remember what they were doing that day when the news was out. I still remember it vividly, you know, picking up the phone, the reaction of not believing it. There was no way that I could comprehend.
It was pre-social media, which is probably a blessing for you at the time.
Right.
How did you deal with it?
It was difficult, especially going back to Graceland and hearing his father wailing, crying out his name. It was probably the most heartbreaking sound I ever heard. That, of course, was when reality hit. And then it was like getting into the mode of, okay, we have to take care of this. We have to get into organizing, and thank God, you know, we had people that took care of that because we were pretty useless.
The songs were great. His voice was magnificent. He was a handsome rascal.
Yeah, not bad.
Tough question. What went wrong? He should be here today making records, sitting beside you.
Gosh, I don't think Elvis really felt that he was giving as much as he could. You know, he was a bit burnt out. He had done everything he wanted to tour Europe and actually Australia and all the places that he'd never been. But I think that maybe he just gave up a little bit. He'd hit the top, and it's almost that question, where do I go from here? He was a little tired of the touring, a little tired of doing the same songs, and he was just tired.
You are coming to Australia, which is something that your late husband never did.
Never did. No, he had a lot of Australian fans, which, you know, it's amazing because it's so far away, and to have that connection, it's mind-boggling.
Did he realize how big he was right around the world?
No, I don't think he really got the big picture. We're in an age where we have social media. Everybody knows everything today. You just have to Google it and you find out. I think, you know, we were kind of isolated. It was all by mail.
Did you realize at the time that you were dating like the hottest dude on the planet?
You know, I didn't. Obviously, I heard of Elvis. One of my best friends had a fan club that you could join, and she showed me the magazine, and it was a great cover, and when she showed me the inside, Elvis was signing this woman whose blonde hair across her breast. I looked at that and I went, there's no way I could be a part of this fan club. That's really gross. And then I was introduced to him. But you know what it was with us is that I didn't see him as this big movie star or this huge iconic singer. I saw him as probably one of the most vulnerable times of his life. Losing his mother, and then, of course, being drafted, which was devastating at the top of his career. So he poured his heart out to me.
And we can build our dreams on suspicious minds.
You're coming to Australia to tell your stories.
It's called an intimate conversation, and that's exactly what it is. It's like you and I are talking right now. It's questions that they can ask, and I'm here. It's actually the first time that I really feel that I'm ready, whereas before I was not. Yes, there's a lot of questions, but I hope to resolve all that.
I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
Oh, amazing music, and she has some wonderful stories to tell. Elvis and Me, an evening with Priscilla Presley, kicks off November the 4th on the Gold Coast, then Perth, Melbourne and Sydney. We have all the details on our website. Get your tickets at Ticketek. There you go. She's a fascinating